Hey, WolfGxngDon, never lagging. 2K builds to the fraction, breaking it down to the pound, puts news and views on tips to get you cracking. It don't stop till we on top, with brick by brick we gotta build. Give a like and drop us up. This WolfGxngDon, you know it's real. Never chill, no. Sauce it up, we stacking, getting bills. Peep the traction, getting badges. 2K champ, this how it feels. This the dawn, yeah. Running it up, no time to play. You know what's on, yeah. The greatest builds inside 2K.
Alright, before we get into any part of this video, I gotta say shout out to my Noti squad, man. I appreciate y'all for coming through and definitely for showing love, man. Keep up the good work. Alright, so first things first, to go ahead and set up the actual build, man, you do have to be in the main menu. We're going to go to settings because we need to change to the metric system versus the imperial system. You know, pretty much the same setup for, you know, damn near all the glitches. So we're gonna go ahead and go into the metric system so we can get started with the glitch. Now we're going to go into the builder, man. And when you get into the builder, first thing you're gonna do, find an empty slot, and you wanna go ahead and create a new build. And the only reason why I suggest creating a new build is because sometimes if you try to do it on the old build, it just doesn't work out the right way. But for the position, we will be going with a point guard. Handedness, we will be going with whatever you feel comfortable with. The jersey number is also up to you as well. And once you get all of that taken care of, you want to go to 1.77 meters, 66 kilograms, and 1.78 meters for the wingspan as well. And then we're just gonna do what we always do on these glitch builds. This first build is not the actual build that we're gonna make, so we're gonna go ahead and max it out, man. And go ahead and max it out, put all the points on it, so we can go ahead and get this out the way, so we can get to the actual glitch. That's what you're here for. Let's go ahead and get to it. Now this build does not matter. Fill out everything. You want to pick the takeovers. Takeovers don't matter either. So just pick two real quick. It gives you an actual build name. Offensive threat is what I got here. That does not matter. We're not worried about nothing in the beginning. So now we're gonna go ahead and edit this build and go back into the settings, because this is where the glitch starts. You only got to do this, you know, this is a quick one. So go back into settings. Now you want to go back to the imperial system, because you want to make sure your build is 6'7". Go into the imperial system, and then we're gonna go back to the file we created. So go ahead and click that. Go back to that point guard you created. It should say 5'10", 147. Click yes. And you're gonna be able to see as soon as you get on it, says 5'10" and 5'10", but this build is glitched. So as soon as you start going up, you see that the wingspan doesn't keep up. So we want to go 6'7", 180 pounds, 6'6" on a wingspan, and the body shape is completely up to you. Now we can get into the actual build that y'all came here for, man. Let's get right into it. Alright, now to get the build started, we're going to start off with the finishing, of course, like we always do, you know what I'm saying? We're going to start off with the close shot. We're going to take the close shot up to a 50, which is pretty low, but I do not plan on doing a lot of close shots on this build, bro. I'm not trying to stand under the rim or nothing like that. Unless I get a very, very small player on me, I'm really not going to be doing that. Now, for the driving layup, we're going to take that up to an 80, because I do want to make sure I can get some nice layup animations. And then for the driving dunk, we're just going to creep that right on up to an 84, because we want to get those basic contact dunks, man. So this is something to just help the build out, help you round it out. Now for the three-point shot, we can go ahead and max that out at a 91, take the mid-range shot up to a 78, and then for the free throw, we're gonna take that up to a 72. You already know for the free throw, if you've been watching this channel for a little minute, I like to stay around that 65 to 70-ish range, just to make sure that I can knock those things down, man. I don't like leaving any points at the line, my guy. Now, all right, for the other stats, we're gonna start out with the playmaking. For the pass accuracy, we're going to take that up to a 90. I definitely need that pass accuracy to be there. And in order to just add a few more badge points, that's what I'm gonna do. But if you want to lower that just a little bit, you can dial that back down to about an 85 and use the points elsewhere. Now, for the ball handle, we're gonna max that out at an 88. And the speed with the ball, we're gonna max it out at an 84, which is very important, because we do want to make sure we get that gold quick first step, and then, you know, a lot of those playmaking badges as well. Now for the defense, we're gonna take the perimeter defense all the way up to an 85, which is plenty for this build. You do get clamps on gold, which, you know, despite what anybody may say, clamps is a goated badge. I love clamps. It definitely pops up a lot, and I get quite a bit of use out of it. For the steel, we're going to take that up to a 78. I do want to make sure I have gold interceptor on this build. The wingspan is already low, so you got to make sure you kind of augment that with the badges just a little bit. Now for the block, we're going to go ahead and max that out. You see that does get you a silver intimidator. That's to kind of help you against those little builds, to make sure you can still get some very good contests if you're not that close. You know what I'm saying? Now we're going to leave the defensive and offensive rebound alone, but we're going to go crazy on the physicals as usual, man. We're going to take the speed out, max it out at an 88. We're going to max the acceleration out at an 86. Strength, make sure you put the strength in this build. If you do change this build up a little bit, just make sure you don't forget that strength, bro. It's definitely something that's going to help you a lot with, you know, kind of making sure your player gets through those finishing animations, and, you know, just to kind of make the build more well-rounded. And you're going to want some strength. And then vertical, make sure you put that up to a 75. That is how you get the basic contact dunks. And then with the stamina, we can go ahead and max that out at a 99. This is a dribbling build. You will need to dribble on this. Now, this build ends up with 15 finishing badges. We got 28 of them green bean badges, 30 of them sauce somebody up badges. You know what I'm saying? Just get to doing your thing with all the moves out there. And then we got 15 defensive and rebounding badges. Now, all right, we're going to show you the takeovers I use on this build. I would go personally with the spot up and then the pull up precision, just to kind of make the build a real threat offensively. You know what I'm saying? But you do get all the shot creating, all the sharpshooting. You get the playmaking, and you get lockdown take. But, you know, always choose the takeovers that match your play style. I'll say it again for all of y'all. Make sure you choose the takeovers that match your play style. Now, we're going to go ahead and complete the build, and this build does come out as a two-way, three-point playmaker, shades of Lonzo, Tyrese Halliburton, and Spencer Dinwiddie, but this is like more like a LaMelo build to me, you know what I'm saying, because you do get a lot of badges that I think LaMelo would have. But all right, let's go ahead and go over these badges so I can show you the ones that I would put on this build in order to get the most out of it. Because a big part of having a build is to make sure you have the right badges, because if you don't got the right badges, bro, you kind of really just wasting your time. Now, we're going to go ahead and put on Limitless Takeoff, of course, Posterizer, and Slithery Finisher. For the last two badges, I would go with Fearless and Unstrippable, because sometimes those little guards do have, you know, that ball stripper kind of high. Make sure you're not making yourself a target out there. You want to make sure you can do a little bit of something about that. Now, on this build, we do want to put gold blinders on. Circus 3s, that one's up to you. Like, if you plan on shooting a lot of those faders, a lot of those runners, I shoot a lot of them. So, I'm not going to put that on for now. We can go through the other badges real quick, and then we'll circle back around to that one. I still like Deadeye for Deadeye on gold, Hodds on Hunter on gold, Sniper on Hall of Fame, and then now you just got room for everything else that you want to do. If you want to be one of those type of players that does a stop and pop, that's my type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Put that on there. Rhythm shooter is also a good one. If you want to do limitless spot up, put that on there. But I'm going to put bronze on catch and shoot, and then do limitless spot up on gold. But like I said, you could also take this limitless and put it on Circus 3s. Very good badge to have. It's always something you can cook up with. And if this is not enough shooting badges for you, just go ahead and slap on some of those badges that you got from hitting 40 on all these other seasons. I know the guys that watch my channel had to have hit it at least a couple times, you know what I'm saying? And those college badges, I have 8 right now, coming up on 9. So I'm really about to be going crazy with it. All right, the bullet passer, we're going to take that up. Hyperdrive, yes sir, you're going to need hyperdrive on this build. We'll be driving quite a bit. Then we're going to go ahead and put unpluckable on gold, quick first step gold, needle threader, of course. Make sure you put handles for days on. This is a dribbling type build. And then for the rest of the badges, just think about how you play the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you do a lot of dribble moves or anything like that, put space creator, tight handles type of stuff on. I'm going to put stop and go on there, and I'm going to put space creator and tight handles on there. Remember, this is not all my badges. You know what I'm saying? I still got a potential 9 more that I can put on this build. So every time I make a build, I kind of like try to plan for that. You know what I'm saying? Think about something that I would do if I needed to add more. Now, for the defensive rebounder, we're going to start out with a gold clamps, gold interceptor. You definitely want to put Intimidator on there. I personally like having chase down artist. I'm going to put and then tireless defender as one of my last ones. You know what I'm saying? This is probably where I would spend most of my points in adding extra badges, because I would definitely want to have pick dodger on there, rim protector, of course. I like to get blocks, especially on like point guard type builds. It just adds something new to the game when you can consistently get blocks against like those little guys or people just slashing to the rim. The point guard being able to defend is like next level type stuff for real. But all right, man, I will catch y'all boys in the next one. It's your boy Don, and I'm up out of here. Before you get up out of here, make sure you do me a favor, man. Check out some of the other videos on my channel. Make sure you do not forget that like, subscribe. Let me know if there's any builds that y'all want to see in the future, any player comps that y'all want to see, so I can get to working on those. But all right, man, I'll catch y'all boys in the next one. It's your boy Don, and I'm up out of here. Peace.
Piling paper, got 'em talking nice to me. Down a bottle.